Good morning. Good morning. I just got off the treadmill. I have to pick Olivia up from basketball in a little while. She's feeling so much better. She had the worst sinus infection, poor thing. I hope everybody is doing well, that you all slept well. My face is trashed right now. I don't know what is going on. So anyway, how is everybody doing? Good? I wanted to let you guys know that I called the woman that stole from me. I don't know if you watched the video on Instagram yesterday, but if you have not yet watched the video on Instagram, you need to go watch it. Oh, Gracie, you had a sinus infection too? It's a nightmare. Poor Olivia. My skin is peeling everywhere, okay? And my skin is peeling in my nose, so don't think I'm picking boogers out. I'm not. I'm picking out peeling skin because I put a face mask on and it makes your face peel. But listen, if you guys have not yet listened to, you need to block this Helen person. Who is Helen? Anyway, so if you have not yet gone to Instagram to watch the video of me calling the woman who stole from me yesterday and literally catching her, but it is definitely worth the listen if you want to laugh. But listen, I like, oh, okay, Sandy. I think like people, I don't know, be sensitive to like people's situations. And I try to think like, why would someone steal from someone? Like what's going on in your life that you're like stealing from someone? And then I'm like, yeah, no, like we can't do that. We cannot do that. We cannot start like making allowances for thievery because we feel bad for people's situations. And quite frankly, you got to watch the video. So if you have Instagram, go check out the video of me right after I called her yesterday. It's a good time. I wanted to talk to you guys like as if you were my best friends. Oh, thank you, Kayla. I wanted to talk to you about like what happens when your best just isn't good enough. Like at what point do you go like my best just isn't good? Oh, thank you, Erin. So I think we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where we look at something and we go like, my best really just may not be good enough. Like I might not be able to do what it is people need me to do. And I want to give you a specific example. I absolutely love doing the podcast. I absolutely love it. I love recording the podcast. I love talking to Jackson. Can you post a link to your Instagram? Yes, Mary Lou, I absolutely will. If anybody can post the link to the video on Instagram, I can pin it. But anyway, thank you, Karen. All right, let me get this out. So we have about 5,000 people who listen to the podcast every week. Very loyal, 5,000 listeners a week. And the company that produces the podcast needs the numbers to go up significantly. Like, let's just say they need 15,000 people to listen every week. And the pressure is on for me to promote it and post it and talk about it. And I love it. So it's very easy for me to promote it and talk about it and post the links. And I feel very lucky that I get to have these conversations with people. Hi, Dee. But I do wonder, if maybe like my best just isn't good enough. Like, I don't think that means I'm not good enough, right? Like, I really don't. I don't think that means I'm not good enough. I'm just saying, like, is there a world in which our best sometimes just isn't good enough? And then how do we discern the difference between our effort, right, not being good enough, or our contribution not being good enough, with feeling like we are not good enough, right? Because it is very easy to slip down and go, why aren't 15,000 people a week listening to my podcast? Why am I not good enough? Why am I not interesting enough? Why do so many more people want to listen to, you know, the next female podcaster? Why not mine? Blah, 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 right? And I think that when we do that, when we give our best and we give our all, and it isn't enough for someone, it isn't enough for the person we love, the person we're married to, the person we work for, the people we work with, the efforts that we're making, does that necessarily mean we are not enough? Or is it just possible that, what it is we are trying to do is not meant to be done or something? I think at some point we have to separate who we are and what our value is and what our worth is from the work we do or the relationships we have. And certainly they inform our worth. They certainly inform our worth. Like, there's no way to pretend it doesn't. There's no way to pretend that your work, your efforts, your relationships don't inform your worth. But what I'm saying is, at what point do we try to discern, like, okay, I'm making an effort. Happy birthday, Alday. I'm making an effort in this marriage. I'm making an effort in this relationship. I'm making real effort in this friendship. I'm doing everything that I can to keep it moving forward. And it doesn't seem to be working. So at what point do we say, maybe my best isn't enough for this person, for this man, for this woman? Like, does that mean that it won't be best for someone else? Does that mean that it won't be right for someone else? Does it mean that I'm broken or I'm flawed because I'm giving my best to this man and it isn't enough for him? He doesn't want it. It isn't working? No, it doesn't mean that you're not enough. It doesn't mean that you don't have value or worth. It doesn't mean that you're not amazing. It just means that no matter how much you give to that man or how much you give to that woman or how much you pour into that friendship, if they don't want what you have to offer, it's never going to feel like enough. You know, there's that saying, you could be the ripest peach in the barrel or bucket or whatever you keep peaches in, but to someone who doesn't like peaches, it's never gonna matter. And you know, Reese Witherspoon said that one time. She said, you could be, no, never mind. That's not what she said. It was something about whiskey in a teacup. But anyway, my whole point is that would I love for 15,000 people a week to listen to my podcast? Yes, because I love it and I pour my heart and soul into it. But I don't think if they don't, it means that I don't have value or worth. And you have to be careful not to let those thoughts creep into your mind. Hi, Polo. Because It is very hard not to take it personally. It is very hard when we feel like the people we value so much and the people that we love don't really, it's not enough for them. It's so hard to like not take it personally. But I think if we love each other through this and we have these honest conversations, we remind each other that you have value and you have worth no matter who sees it, no matter who shows up for you, no matter who listens. Like, that is just the truth. And we have to keep reminding each other that we see each other, that we love each other, that we hear each other, that we are not alone on this journey. Because it can feel very lonely when you are giving your best to someone. You are trying so hard to love someone, to friend someone, to work right, and it's not enough for them. It doesn't work for them. And cutting your losses is a strong discernment, because and I have to tell you guys, I wonder if I could post it. I don't know how I can post it, but I want to. I want to show you the compliment that Belinda gave me as an interviewer. I'm going to post it and share it with you guys so you can see. But I do ask kindly, if you have not listened yet, if you would, please just give the podcast a chance. If you've not listened, I'd love to know why you haven't listened. Do you not know how to find it? If I post the link, will that be helpful for you? Maybe you don't have an hour. Can you just put it on while you're walking or while you're driving? Can you just put it on while you're moving around the house? Like, can you just put it on and let it play? Like, if you haven't listened, I'd love to know why. How can I help you listen to the podcast? Because I would love for you to just hear it and give me honest feedback. The feedback to the Belinda episode has been phenomenal. Kimberly says, yes, help, please. I need the link. Kimberly, do you have an iPhone? Janet, I don't know how to access it. Okay, can you post the link? In the title for today's coffee talk, I posted the link. There's the Spotify link. You guys can do everything. I will post the link. I will go to your comments. If you need the link, comment here and say, yes, Dee, I will post it. Do you have an iPhone? Where do you listen to your podcast? Is it Apple? Is it iTunes? Is it Spotify? Is it Google Play? Is it Stitcher? Okay, Kimberly, you have an iPhone, so I will post the iTunes, Apple podcast link for you. You may have to download the podcast thing, but I don't think so. Either way, I'm going to post the links on all your comments. Sarah says she listens while she drives, while she does laundry. It means the world to me. But separately from that, guys, we have to, Lisa, I love you. Jessica, I'm going to give you the link. Guys, I got you. I'm going to figure out how to help you listen. But more importantly, Michelle, we're talking about the Let's Talk podcast, which is mine with Belinda Carlisle this week. It is fantastic. Janet, I'm going to give you the link. Jane, Leah is posting the Spotify link. It's in the comments. I can pin the Spotify link here. I pinned the Spotify link to the top of the comments. Good Pods is a great app. Absolutely. All you have to do is search Let's Talk. TAWK, Let's Talk. And you can listen to all the episodes. It is my heart and soul. I want to help you guys listen. I also want you to help discernment and remind you that you are not what other people see your value. Like, is there a cost? No, Christine, it's free. You can just listen. I love you guys so much. We're on this journey together. I love you. Charlene, I'm going to give you the link. Don't worry. The Spotify link is posted. If you have Spotify, just click it. The comment is pinned. If you find it and you listen, please listen and come back and tell me what you think. You can rate it. You can give it 5 stars. The more stars you give it, yes, I said Belinda Carlisle. The more you rate it and the more you follow and give it 5 stars, the more it moves up and people listen. Katie goes, I'm listening at work. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you, guys. I love you so much. And I hope that you have a great, if you have an Android, it's on iHeart radio app. Yes, it is. You can find it anywhere. You can even Google it. Just Google Let's Talk, TAWK podcast. It's free on any platform. I love you guys so much. And I hope that you have yes, I'm on iHeart podcast. Yes. You guys will love it. It's called Let's Talk, TAWK. It's great. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Have a great day.